right, I think I'm on. How you guys doing? Welcome to Head and Shoulders, where we cover athletes' performances and otherwise that are head and shoulders above the rest. We're about a few minutes late, but we're here today. We're going to do a Justin Gatlin live stream. I meant to do some for some other athletes that retired last year or last season, but things came around, time just kept flying and everything, and so we're gonna do one for Justin Gatlin. Now, I personally, here's one of the things here. I personally like Justin Gatlin myself, so I know there's gonna be some people here that come in and they're gonna say whatever they're gonna say. Hey, we know there's been some controversy around it, but hey, I'm gonna let the mainstream media deal with that, and we're gonna focus on the legacy that he can leave behind for other athletes. So Timothy the Inventor, what's up? What's up? So I'm gonna go over some of the things, some of his stats here, and whatnot. He said, "How long will this be?" Not really too long. I was gonna have a call in for that, but that might be another one. This might be 15 minutes, but it might be a max of 30. I got a timer on myself, so it's not gonna be too long. Let's see here. So here's Justin Gatlin. You know what? I think this is the Beijing picture. I tried to get something that was more so where he was, on the top. Daryl Richardson, what's up? What's going on? Long time since I've been streaming, but we're here. So, oh yeah, and by the way, if you're seeing this on live or recorded, don't forget to kiss the diamond. That means smash the like button, share this video on wherever social media, text message or whatever. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and comment. The comments help as well as sharing. But the most important thing is to go ahead and share the video with other people, because as we share it, we get it out to other people. One of my goals is to reach out to people that aren't in track and field. Ferdinand, what's going on? So without further ado, this is Justin Gatlin. Let's go over his bio real quick. Let's go over the bio. Because remember, I had a video, and for people that aren't subscribed and they haven't seen the video yet, they would automatically see this. Let's see. Is this correct? Here we go. Now, when we look on this list, I think Justin Gatlin out of there, he's been in the top 4. Not just top 10, but the top 4 out of all this. And we're not going to include the ones that he's been banned in, but I believe there were 11 out of 14 seasons where he was in the top 4. Who does that? Who does that? The top 4 or better. If you talk about top 3, I think that's still about 8 or 9 seasons out of the 14 that he competed at a, let's say, a pro level, that he's been in that top list, in the 100. We're not even going to include the 200 in this, because he is a 100, 200 athlete that he winded up finishing off his career in the 100. But look, he's an Olympic gold medalist way back here. Let's bring this up on the screen real quick. Where is his background at? I believe this is one. Back in Athens, 2004. Okay. And some people say that, hey, you know what? He got banned and that extended his career. But I look at it like this. There have been other ones, other athletes that still had been competing at the age of 40, upper 30s and everything. So look, like I said, I don't think that extended it. I think it was his maybe working with Coach Anderson at the University of Tennessee, and the form that he did, the warm-ups that he did, he kept care of himself, that he had longevity that other people did not have. You see, let's compare it with maybe a Tyson Gay. He's a little bit more injury prone, and that could be due to his training. That could be to his body's makeup. But whatever it is with Justin Gatlin, he had what it took to be able to last way back from Athens, way back in 2001. Let's pull this one up too. Let me see here. Because isn't he a 2-time NCAA champion in the 100? Maybe it's the 100 and 200. Let me go back down to his honors. And I remember he was leading his team. He got 6 titles, but on World Athletics, they only put his wins up here. They want him to look the best here. So yeah, it was a 1 and the 200. But when he was at University of Tennessee, he wound up getting the 100 title, obviously the 200 title. I think he got 6 medals all together, all American. And for 2 seasons in a row, they winded up getting his team in order to, cause them to win. Oh my goodness. Now, when I start streaming, everybody wants to hit me up. I'm like, man, the whole day, nobody's hitting me up. Now I got people. Let me turn off these notifications. I don't know if you guys heard that or the vibration. All right. But he caused his team to come away with some titles for 2 seasons. So isn't that something? But let's look at the rest of his career highlight. Obviously, indoor champion way back in 2003 in the 60. Obviously, highlights. Here's the national champion. 2005. 100 and 200 down here. And a 10.08, I believe, didn't he? I believe he won the world championships in that 100 or potentially the 200 in 2005, if memory serves me correctly. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he got the world championships. I think maybe it was in the 200 in 2005, because one of those, I remember he had an interview. He was like, yeah, I didn't came up and I just worked hard and I put myself, that caught my attention. I think it was a 2005 championships there. But then let's go up here, making sure this is in order. National champion 2012, national champion 2013, 2015, 2016, and he got the 200. So that's just crazy. I think back in 2015, obviously he became the world champion in 2017 in the 100. He slipped up to Bolt. He let the nerves get to him. We're going to talk about the downs, the ups and the downs here. But the Golden League, remember, that was before the Diamond League. And a lot of people said that was a lot better. Hey, I'm not here to say which one's better or not. But hey, look, he was very competitive in that. He's won 5 titles in that over the 100 and 200, mainly the 100. World Athletics Final, not to be confused with the World Championships or anything like that. 4th place. And then he's got a slew of champions or wins in the 4x1, the 200, the 100 at the Diamond League. I don't even want to go over that. We want to keep this stream short. But you know what? I think what really tested Gatlin was that he came back. One of his bans was because he used ADHD. Now, we got to talk about some of the negatives here. Well, we actually don't, right? We don't talk about the negatives when we honor some people, and I don't want to do some of that, but I will address this because people will come in the comment section. They're not going to watch the stream. They're going to complain. They're going to say, oh, you're pumping up an American. And the first thing I'll say is, hey, look, if you hate Americans so much, go to a different channel. I'm covering great athletic performances. If somebody did their time, that's fine. Get over it. Boo-hoo to somebody else. That's what I'll say when they inevitably come to this, because I will clown them in the comment section. So, but right here, I think what really tested him a lot was when he was banned for ADHD. Now, they since changed the rule. At the time, they wanted you to completely get off of it. He was taking that since he was a child. So in my eyes, I know they technically had him as a 2-time drug cheat or whatever. That's how their titles are. But they really didn't go against him up like that. The media didn't, until it was a us versus them, the head-to-head thing. You noticed a little bit more popular. They're trying to do the boxing UFC style now. They needed to have a villain against Usain Bolt. So until that point, they really didn't even mess with him. So, I mean, what was it? Why am I forgetting her name? The Olympic gymnast champion. Why am I forgetting her name? I did so many videos, but it's slipping my mind right now. But she is on ADHD medication, and we don't see her banned for it because they changed the rules. And so sometimes rules change, whatever it is. You should have been paying attention the way I look at it in some ways. But I think in that way, that was a little bit unfair. And then USATF even apologized after that, if I'm not mistaken, and said, hey, yeah, you know what? Because that's why they shortened the ban. The other one, hey, we already know what that is. But for the one, it was ADHD. And somebody said Shelly Ann also took the ADHD drug also. I can't confirm that one, but if that's what it is and you know better than me on that one, sure. But let's go over this. After he came back, the fact that he can come back and still get, I think this is the World Championships. Yes, it is. The second in the 100. Obviously, Team USA got second in Russia in 2013. That's crazy, because you know a lot of people, they say, "Hey, at work will pop in and out." Miss Nelly, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. But yeah, the fact that he can come back after that and still go straight to the top of the list after a season or so after that, I think that's amazing. And then Ferdinand said, I think he's one of the few, if not only 3 times Diamond League champion. I think he might be the only one so far. I think that first drug thing was in college and he was taking medication. It shouldn't have counted. Yeah, exactly. That's where USATF had apologized about that. And then they changed the rules afterward. It's unfortunate. People don't get over it. They don't say, hey, there are athletes right now that are taking ADHD like he had. But, you know, some people, if they're going to hate on people, that's what they're going to do. I see people not using great logic with it. But, hey, when you hating on somebody, logic doesn't apply. So, yeah, I was correct. So he won both the 100 and 200. I remember after that 200, he gave an interview. It was like he was teared up. That's what caught my attention with Justin Gatlin. And he had shaped a lot for me, really. After that one, he had shaped a lot for me. It was unfortunate about the things that happened afterward that took him out. But Olympic champion, and then the comeback years later, right here. Where was it? In the 100. I want to highlight this one right here. A 985. I remember, wasn't Asafa Powell the world record holder at that time? Or he got the world record after that. But Asafa Powell, if I'm not mistaken, was the strong favorite coming into Athens. Asafa Powell was the strong favorite coming into Athens. And we know what happened with Asafa Powell later on. But he came in, he showed out. He said, hey, I marked my stamp on the world. And he came away, I think that was a very emotional moment for him, because that was the first time he's on that world stage like that. Here he is right there. I think he might have had some tears. There might have been some sweat on him. But I remember that one. He came away with that, and it's like, yes. So to think he came and was running in Athens, and people talk about Allison Felix longevity, Justin Gatlin, I mean, that's there. They said Shelly Ann, I bet, was medication for toothache. Yeah, that's what I think it was. It was the toothache. Yeah, people need to let that go, Miss Nelly said, but people want to pile on. Yep. All these articles, when I was looking up articles about Justin Gatlin retiring, they were like tarnished, controversial Olympic athlete, former drug cheat Olympian, all of these titles. And I'm like, get over it. Let the man live. He served his time with the second one. The first one should just stupid. The second one, get over it. It's not like he went out and, you know, axed up somebody or anything like that. Oh yeah, by the way, right here, you guys are watching Head and Shoulders ATR. Don't forget to smash that like button right here. But yeah, let me cover something else here, the progression. Let's look at his progression here. And then I think this will be the last thing. And if anybody wants to say anything, we got a spammer here. Let me get this guy out. How do I? All right. Let's do that. Okay. We got a spammer in the comment section. That just threw me off a little bit. But here, let's look at his progression. Or actually, how many times he was able to do this. Now look at this. He had 1968, 1957, 1975. I think he actually has the age group record for 38 years old, and I think 36 years old for being somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's 36 years old. He was able to run that 1957, if I'm not no, the 1975. 1975, that's the age group record. And I think he also has it 1957, but he could be running into Michael Johnson. But I remember something around that 1968 to 1975. He has those age group records, and I think that's crazy to be able to run that fast at that age. And he had good form. I think only until recently, the last few seasons, and he said, hey, look, he's got to take care of his child. But I think only until recently. Where's his 100 at? Did I just skip that? I think he's been able to hold great form until the last 3 seasons. Not last 3 years, but last 3 seasons. Because the COVID year, that really wasn't a complete season. But he didn't start stretching out until really, he did it with Usain Bolt here. But he should have really won 2015. That was him losing. But hey, once again, one of the top, you finished second. This video is just to honor Justin Gatlin. I'm going to do another video that's more of a proper, we're going to go through that. But I just wanted to do a live stream dedication to him right here. It's not too much here because there's not much more I could talk about other than this man. Look at how many times he's broken 10 seconds under here. We talk about Asafa Powell so many times. But look at all the seasons. And this just comes with him being in the top 4. Where he's running 19.7s, 19.8s consistently. Look at this 19.7. I think he might actually have more 19.7s than Asafa Powell as far as finishing seasons with 19.7. I'm going to do some research and then put that up for debate. And put that up for in the community section. But anybody else want to add anything about Justin Gatlin? And if you're watching this on the recorded version after the live stream, just leave that what you like about Justin Gatlin in the comment section below. Let's give him something good to look at, because a lot of these articles, like I said, this was what really inspired me to do it too, because a lot of the articles were just negative on him. They had to put some slant about him and to trash him, and we really don't need to have that with everybody. That's a very popular thing, especially black men. Now, I just got to say it straight as it is. Especially black men, is every single day you got to point out all the negatives. They're like, okay, now Martin Luther King, he's a womanizer. Oh my goodness. Okay, get over that. Not get over it, but okay. We don't look at other groups of people and just do that. They say, I think Justin is under Asafa in the most sub 10 rank. Yeah, overall, Justin Gatlin is, I think, number 2. But I think the 9.7s is what I'm thinking of. The 9.7s. I think he ran more 9.7s than Asafa Powell did. And I think that just shows his consistency and his longevity when it comes to it. That's what I was talking about. But yeah, that's what all I wanted to do. Catch you guys later. The next video, I would like to cover some of the current athletes like Coleman that are coming out. If you guys have suggestions about what you want me to cover, definitely leave that in the comment section on this video. I'll be watching the comments for this video over the next few days, or in the community section. I'm going to say, hey, what athletes do you guys want me to cover? I'm going to expand out to other nations. So I know I have a high Jamaican athlete or a Jamaican audience, but I'm going to expand to other ones because I want to be able to cover track and field and not be this is pro Jamaica or pro USA like a lot of channels wind up being. Whether the views are there or not, I want to be able to cover all the track and field versus just one nation or this nation, even if they are some of the top athletes. So, but this has been for Justin Gatlin. Thank you. And we're going to salute him. Where is this image at? We're going to salute Justin Gatlin for his 14 or 15 seasons that he has competed, and salute him a farewell. I really did enjoy. I'm going to miss him out on the track. He really surprised us at the end of the season last season, where he came out. Obviously, we're at altitude, which affects sprinting in a different way. But he looked a little bit like his old self in his last race when he was in Kenya. He really did look like his old self in that race. The few I saw seemed to be the same article word for word, like copy and paste. Oh yeah, Miss Nelly. Yes, that is a good point. What the news does, it's a bunch of propaganda. So what they do is somebody will run with the article. Eventually, if I have somebody, I'll probably hire a group of people. I'll have it on HeadAndShouldersATR.com, which is up there. I haven't updated it at all, but it's there online. I will have that, and then I'll write an article. Eventually, what'll happen is the mainstream media will just copy and paste the article and then reference as posted by here. That is what they do. So one place will have an original article, and then they'll have all of these copy and pasted. So it could be an echo chamber. And that's unfortunate for what happened. I only saw three variations of that same thing. And of those three variations, then everything else had copy and pasted articles about that. But like I said, Justin Gatlin has been putting in the work. I can't imagine how it is, the strain on the body, the strain on the mind. And when he said they were coming at his family and everything like that. So thank you for carrying the banner for Team USA. Thank you for carrying the banner for people that are coming to look after you, because there are a lot of people. I just want you to know, if you watch this video, Justin, if you're watching this video right now or in the future, I want you to know that you have inspired a whole group of people to work hard. They can stay humble, have that aggression, because I mean, you had to, I think, hold back some of the boasting that you would have done after being banned, right? I can see that because the media was on him, he held back a little bit. But you know, he'll do some trash talking. We all know this. We can see it on him. We saw that he was telling people that, hey, come on, speed up, speed up, speed up. When he was at the USA trials, when he looked to his right, I forget the who he was running against, but that was like I couldn't find that picture now. But he said, hey, pick it up, pick it up. He was that bold and confident, and hey, a little bit of showboating, that he could do that back in 2004 at the USA trials and everything. But man, you have inspired a group of people. I'm not even a sprinter, and he has inspired me to work hard and motivate. I'm a mid-distance runner. Well, I guess 800 runner could be sprinter. That's another video. The 800 is a sprint. I know a lot of y'all will argue with that, but yeah. They said, Ferdinand said, his determination at the previous USA Olympic trials stood out for me. Respect. Yep. So you, Justin, you have inspired a whole generation of athletes. Don't let the media fool you. There are many people, and I keep my ear to the street. There are many people that you have inspired. So I'd like to bid you a final farewell from Head and Shoulders AT.